Noon, it's mainly sunny, a little breezy, and 16 degrees around 4:30 p.m. I'm Josh Duncan, and this is what the Kelowna Now newsroom is following today. It appears as though the search for missing Okanagan woman Tatjana Stefanski has come to a tragic end. Police confirmed this afternoon that a woman's body was found during the search on Sunday. However, they did not confirm the ID of the victim. They also did not ID a man they said was believed to be involved in her death, who was arrested and has since been released from custody. During the search for Stefanski, her boyfriend, Jason Gaudreau, and her daughter, Selena Stefanski, accused her ex-husband, Vitaly Stefan, of abducting her early Saturday morning. Police initially mentioned Stefan in their public appeal for information, but did not refer to the case as a potential abduction until the latest release today that announced the discovery of a body. Kelowna cops who are keeping a close eye on the Okanagan Rail Trail this summer will be doing so on all-terrain vehicles. The RCMP announced today that it will try to address community safety concerns in that area by augmenting patrols with ATVs. According to police, the use of four-wheelers will allow officers to cover more areas that are difficult to access by traditional RCMP vehicles. And it won't just be criminal activity these ATV cops will be focusing on. They'll also be watching for fire risk and environmental damage caused by those camping there illegally. Apartment rental prices in Kelowna have stagnated over the past year, according to the newest figures from the online platform Zumper. Kelowna remains at the 9th most expensive city in the country for rent at $1,890 per month for a one-bedroom unit. That's only a $10 difference from the February total, and the same amount different from the total a year earlier in March 2023. For two-bedroom units, Kelowna is the 8th costliest city in Canada at $2,300 per month. That's the same price as in February and down just over 8% from 1 year ago. As always, the four most expensive rental markets in Canada remain steady as Vancouver, Toronto, Burnaby, and Victoria. BC Conservative leader John Rustad is confident that his party is closing in on the BC NDP ahead of this fall's election. In an interview with Kelowna Now, Rustad said the Conservatives are on the verge of overtaking the NDP and believes that will be what happens before the vote in October. His views are at odds with BC's other major parties, but do reflect what the latest polls have shown in recent weeks. Rustad covered many subjects during the lengthy interview, but one main point covered was his opinion on climate change. That, of course, is what saw him ultimately ousted from the BC Liberal Party in 2022. Rustad says there's no question the climate is changing and that man is having an impact. However, he said introducing the likes of the carbon tax is a foolish way to combat it. Legendary rocker and CCR frontman John Fogerty will be coming to Kelowna this summer. The Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, who, fun fact, is also a member of the Baseball Hall of Fame for his hit song Center Field. He will be performing at Prospera Place on Wednesday, August 21st. His summer 2024 tour is all about celebrating CCR, so you'll surely hear plenty of hits from the band during and as well as his fruitful solo career. Tickets to see him in person in Kelowna will go on sale 10 a.m. Friday through Live Nation. And finally, wrapping up in sports, it was not a good weekend for the West Kelowna Warriors or Kelowna Rockets. The Warriors lost a pair of games to the Cranbrook Bucks, and they've now seen their 3-0 series lead evaporate into a 3-3 tie. Game 7 will be played at Royal LePage Place on Tuesday night with the Warriors' season officially on the line. The Rockets will also be in action Tuesday night, returning home for Game 3 of their second-round series with the Prince George Cougars. They are down 2-0. They got some work to do if they want to claw back into the series. They were blown out in Games 1 and 2 and shut out in both. You can read more about those stories and plenty others over at KelownaNow.com. Thanks as always for tuning in to our live news update this afternoon. Have yourself a wonderful evening.